Imagine it's the year 1504. You are stranded on the island of Jamaica. Your crew is starving, and the local inhabitants have stopped providing food. You have one weapon left, a book of astronomical tables. You tell the local leaders that your god is angry and will show his displeasure by painting the moon the color of blood. That night the moon rises, turns a terrifying deep red, and the terrified locals restore your supplies. That was Christopher Columbus, using the blood moon of March 15, 1504, to manipulate history. On March 3, 2026, that same crimson shadow is returning. But today, we don't view it with fear, we view it with a sense of wonder, because as Smithsonian Magazine reminds us, this isn't magic, it's a global light show powered by our own atmosphere. Today on Life and Nature Matters, we're going deeper than ever before. We're exploring the physics of light, the history of eclipse lore, and why the March 3rd event might look different depending on where you are on Earth. To understand the blood moon, you have to understand that Earth's shadow isn't just one big dark spot. It has layers. First, there's the penumbra. This is the outer, fuzzy part of the shadow. If you were standing on the moon in the penumbra, you'd see a partial solar eclipse. On Earth, the moon just looks a little dirty or dim. But the magic happens in the umbra. This is the deep, conical heart of the shadow, where the sun is completely blocked by the bulk of our planet. On March 3rd, the moon will dive headfirst into this dark zone. But here is the mystery. If the Earth is solid and blocks the sun, why doesn't the moon just disappear into the blackness of space? Why does it glow like a hot coal? The answer lies in the very air you're breathing right now. Sunlight is made of all the colors of the rainbow combined. But you know, colors have different stamina. Blue light has short, choppy waves. When it hits Earth's atmosphere, it crashes into gas molecules and scatters everywhere. That's why the sky looks blue during the day. But red light? Red light has long, lazy waves. It can travel through the atmosphere, bending and curving around the edges of the Earth. During the March 3rd eclipse, our atmosphere acts like a giant lens. It filters out the blues and violets but bends the red light inward, focusing it directly onto the face of the moon. Think about that for a second. If you were standing on the lunar surface during totality, looking back at Earth, you wouldn't see a dark circle. You would see every single sunrise and every single sunset happening on our planet, at the exact same moment, forming a glowing red ring around the Earth. You are literally seeing the reflection of a global sunset. Not every blood moon is the same shade. Some are bright orange, almost copper. Others are so dark they're nearly invisible. Astronomers use something called the Danjon scale to measure this. L equals 0, a very dark eclipse. The moon is almost invisible. L equals 4, a bright, copper, red, or orange eclipse with a bluish rim. What decides the color? The health of our planet. If there have been major volcanic eruptions recently, the stratosphere is filled with ash. This ash blocks even the red light, making the moon look dark and bruised. If the air is clear, the moon glows like a bright lantern. On March 3rd, the color we see will be a direct report on the state of Earth's upper atmosphere. We are literally seeing our planet's breath reflected back at us from 238,000 miles away. So, how do you prepare for March 3rd? Unlike solar eclipses, you don't need special filters. You can stare at this for hours with zero risk to your eyes. Tip number 1. Get away from city lights. Even though the moon is bright, the redness is subtle. Dark skies make the crimson pop. Tip number 2. Use binoculars. You'll be able to see the craters of the moon while they are bathed in that red glow, giving them a three-dimensional depth you usually don't see. Events like the March 3rd blood moon remind us of our place in the clockwork of the solar system. It's a moment of life and nature coming together, where the physics of our air meets the movement of the heavens. Whether you see it as a scientific marvel or a beautiful reminder of our planet's atmosphere, the March 3rd eclipse is a reminder that we are all under the same sky, watching the same global sunset. Will you be watching on March 3rd? Comment below where in the world you'll be viewing from. If you enjoyed this deep dive, subscribe to Life and Nature Matters. We have a full series on the upcoming celestial events of 2026 that you won't want to miss. Keep looking up. Keep looking up. I'll see you in the shadow.